Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. KermMartian here with Train Simulator 2017. This is episode 31. KermMartian Live number 21. I'm sorry, this is episode 32. KermMartian Live number 22. And we are on the South Wales coastal line, actually. Welcome aboard to U20. Things are a little different today as you are covering a shortage of trains at GWR. Having run up from Taunton, the service will continue to Cardiff Central. You have the road into Bristol Temple Meads. Well, that signal says otherwise, but we shall see. Set the train up and get going when ready. So this is a quite challenging scenario. I just gave it a little bit of a try. The signals are something we're going to have to watch closely. There we go. Now we're cleared. So I'm going to get us right up to 25. And with that green, we should be cleared through into the Bristol Temple Meads platform 5 and 6. Given that we have one signal ahead of us before the platform and one signal at the end of the platform. So that would have had to be a yellow for us to not be cleared into Bristol Temple Meads. Gotta watch that speed limit because we are in a class 175 Arriva Wales DMU with plenty of tractive effort behind it and not a lot of cars and weight it has to pull. Here's our train today. Arriva Wales 175007. Cute little train. Small in stature and small in length. But we don't have a lot of people who are traveling with us. We're just filling in for, as the little descriptive text said, a shortage of trains on the Great Western Railway. So we are carrying some GWR passengers today, presumably, not just Arriva Trains Wales passengers. It is a drizzly afternoon here in Train Simulator, even drizzlier than the cloudy but so far dry afternoon outside here in the real world. It has just switched into being standard time instead of daylight savings time, so I'm afraid we're going to have even less daylight beyond what's been swiftly getting to be darker and darker afternoons and evenings for us. I'm stopping a little bit past the awning there, but hopefully our passengers won't mind. They can still board underneath the awning there. Let's get our doors open because we want to be here on time. We're in fact 5 seconds early. I changed my encoding settings slightly to be a little bit better. I may have gotten a little bit carried away there because they were a little stuttery for the guys on my stream. It seems like we've found a good compromise, hopefully, between, and I think that HST right across the way is heading off. Let's watch it as we go. In beautiful GWR forest green and gold livery. So I think I gotten a little bit carried away with my encoding settings. Now I think we have a good compromise. Do let me know if you spot lots of stutters. There might be an occasional stutter, but as I was saying, I think my ISP may be more to blame for that than Train Simulator. So there we go. There we go. We will do our best to ride through all the little quirks and problems that technology tends to give for us, right? Everything from Restreamio chat not working randomly as of about a week ago, which I tweeted at them about, to pegging all 4 of my desktop's cores. Video encoding shouldn't be, well, I say that, video, production should not be a problem. My graphics card is very powerful. Let me get a quick screenshot here and then we'll head off. Screenshot. Additional screenshot. If those people will please move out of the way. Oh well, that'll work. Alright, let's get in. Oh, I did definitely not say open the doors. What I said was let's get into the cab. I may have tapped T there. I may indeed have. But we still have a red ahead of us. Alright, doors are closed. Still have a red. No time lost. All is well. All is well. And we have all of our points so far, so that's good. It's going to inch us up to the signal here. Ah, it turned yellow. I'm not going to inch us up to the signal. I'm going to go to knots 3 and get ourselves right up to that 25 and see what happens. Hooray, glad to hear it, the last millennial. If you guys do spot any problems, let me know. So it is a weekend afternoon here in the real world, at least on the East Coast. Ding. We have a green ahead, very good. So we will see if more people join us, perhaps from our UK and European bases of train fans who have not yet headed to bed for their Monday sleep. to be well rested for Monday morning work. But we shall see as we go. I appreciate those of you who are joining me. Always a pleasure to have you. I enjoy the feedback. Also, as I was saying a little bit earlier, I think that part is going to get cut off in the video. Things look a little bit differently today. A little bit different, I should say. The chat is way over on the left side instead of overlapped on the video, which means that on the capture of the game, I should say, which is because I am trying to stream at 1920 by 1080 instead of my usual 1680 by 1050. Sorry, 1920. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. That's what I said. Good. Let us be aware that that signal in 0.18 miles may be a red since we just went through a yellow. So I'm hoping that YouTube will do less re-encoding, hopefully, which will mean that you guys have a better quality image to look at. Even though, unfortunately, for the sake of, I like symmetry as much as the next logical person, no longer do we have a perfectly centered game inside the stream. So let me know your feedback on that. Hopefully the quality on your end is a little bit better, and this is also going to reduce the steps that I have to do. Normally I have to use Windows Movie Maker to cut up and edit my videos, add the intro, etc., and then also pass it through VLC because Windows Movie Maker can't export 16 to 10 ratio videos, just 16 to 9. So I have to then pass it through VLC to cut off the black bars at the edge and get it back to 1680 by 1050, which is like 3 different encodings, probably not great for eventual quality. Hopefully this will allow us to avoid that. Hopefully this will mean we just do, I guess, 1 till day 1 encoding. I'm not sure if Windows Movie Maker is smart enough to not re-encode again if it's already at native resolution. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So it is a very rainy day here. Let's poke our heads out and look out from this perspective. That was a yellow, so caught that AWS in time. Let's get ourselves. Did I still go too fast? Are you serious? My goodness. Oh, whew. Just in time. All right. Let's be a little bit more careful there. If we see a yellow, we don't want to step on the throttle. Like that was a yellow we just went through. I'm glad that was not a spad. Again. No spadding today, please. We still have a perfect score, somehow. Whew, that was worrisome there. Really got my heart racing. Well, let's drink some coffee. That'll fix it. Tasty coffee. My lifeblood. I spent the morning doing all kinds of interesting things, from working on code to grading some stuff. Pro tip, if you're a student, please don't cheat. And if you cheat, at least have the, I don't know quite how to phrase it. Dignity? Respect? I don't know. Don't make it super obvious that you've cheated, because that's just frustrating for me. I have to spend my time figuring out exactly where you cheated from, so I have a more solid case showing that you did in fact cheat. I then have to, actually talk to you about it. I really don't want to do that. Just save us the trouble, please. AWS, yep. Do we have a red? Do we have a red coming up? Nope, we have a yellow. We're good. We are good. This back part of that platform looks quite abandoned. We still have 2.75 miles till Filton Abbey Wood, so we'll just roll along carefully. And we are currently estimated to be there on time, so that's good. That means they accounted for all these interesting signals as we head into, soon, into Wales. Remember, that was yellow, so we may have a red in 0.86 miles. Excuse me, depending on what the traffic looks like ahead of us. Class 175 braking is hard, but I was not being careful enough. That was my bad. I'm going to be more careful from here on. It's especially not going to be great braking on wet rails. I think it even said this might be an autumn scenario, so they could be wet and leafy rails, which is like coating the rails with grease, essentially, as I'm sure some of you guys know. So let's see how that goes. Oh, we have 6 people streaming, watching the stream right now. Hello, everyone. To the one person still on Twitch, I do apologize. No chat for you, because Restreamio is giving me problems. Their chat's just not working with OBS. But if you stop by the YouTube channel, you will be able to chat there. And I'm glad you guys are chatting away there. Thank you. Thank you for making good use of all that space over next to my actual game video. I kind of like having it over there. I still want feedback because, as I said, the asymmetry does bother me. Let's get a little bit faster. We are now estimated to be late, and for all we know, we have a yellow ahead rather than a red. But it is nice. Hopefully, ooh, that looks like a little bit of a lag spike there. I apologize. Keeping an eye on my 4 cores. They are indeed pegged. That does look like that's juddering a bit. My apologies. Going 35 miles an hour. We have a yellow there, so we are okay. I'm going to lay off the throttle, but keep us going at 35. Yep. I hear you, AWS. Yeah, that is lagging a bit. I will play with my settings once we get to the next station. How about that? Yeah, that is not great, is it? So I made some adjustments to my encoder based on recommendations from somebody who works on streaming software. So good advice, I'm sure, but unfortunately it looks like Train Simulator is overriding what would otherwise be good advice with its rather poor optimization. So, South Wales Coastal. I unfortunately don't have the extended South Wales Coastal line. I think I got this route like a year to a year and a half ago, and apparently they've extended it since, but I guess if you got the original South Wales Coastal... Oh, I think I got it when I bought Train Simulator 2016, as a matter of fact. Or 17. Maybe when I bought Train Simulator 2017, that sounds correct. But it looks like you don't get the new version for free, which is kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer indeed. So... train trip on Amtrak next weekend should be fun. If I'm really ambitious, I may try to actually fix Train Simulator 2017 on my laptop and finally do my recording of me driving a train while I ride the same train. Time and all that other stuff permitting. We shall see how that goes. I will do my best, though, because I think that would be so much fun. I have a card that's better than the 970. And I can run Train Sim World at full detail and full resolution. Like everything set to ultra. Let's go full power for a bit and see if we can spot the next signal. But as you can see, and stream and record and encode at the same time. Train Simulator 2017, not so much. Now, are we getting AWS because of a red? Or yep, that's a red. That is a red. We have to stop in 1/3 of a mile. So let's lay off the throttle. And actually, let's just coast for a bit. Nope. Let's use some brakes because we know that the brakes on this are not great. 1/4 of a mile to stop. Now, we should be okay. Oh, and it's yellow now. Back into throttling. We are estimated to be 7 seconds late. 8 seconds late. More throttle. If that's yellow, we're clear to the end of the platform. So actually, we can just get all the way there. Yep, I hear you, AWS. And we are going to be diverging off to the left. Hopefully it would be showing us the speed limit for that, if there was one. Diverge. We're still okay. Alright, now since we know the brakes are poor, let's start getting our speed off. I normally like to enter platforms at 37, but this is a short platform and we have poor brakes. So we'll just be cautious. Try to use as much professionalism as possible. Yeah, see, we're still only barely going to stop by the end of the platform. Is that an S-car stop there? That's a 4-car stop. I must have missed the 2-car stop. Alrighty, let's get our doors open. And here we are. 5 seconds late. Not too bad. What's that? Please what? Please do not leave bags unattended. Or as we say it here in America, if you see something, say something. FUD for days. Screenshot. Actually, let's try this. Get a little bit of a high FOV shot. Or is that a low FOV shot? I'm not sure. Passenger boarding is complete. Proceed when ready. Well, I'm ready. Let's go. little bit more throttle, I think. What do you think? Full throttle, in fact. Why not? Power! Whoa, she just appeared. I hope she didn't step out of the train while it was moving. That's not good. I like the Arriva Trains Wales livery. It's not bad. That light blue and white. Alright, let's lay off our throttle. That is not our signal over there, but we still have to be careful because we have a difficult scenario. We still have all our points magically. Magically indeed. But let's keep it that way. Next stop is Patchway Platform 2 in a mile and 2/5, if we want to say it that way. I'm keeping zoomed in because I do not want to miss the signals. Oh, it's a green. Hooray. Full power. DLC machines indeed. Indeed. I don't have as much of a pet peeve about that as other people because I have somewhat of a first-hand appreciation of just how hard it is to create the kind of worlds we're driving through, just how much human effort that takes, which I am to fix. Don't tell anyone. Actually, do tell everyone. But, you know, it is still very unfortunate that their DLC costs as much as it does. I think where I draw the line is, I agree it's unfortunate. I'm not sure it's an unnecessary evil. But I wish there was a better way. I wish indeed. What else can we talk about trains? Oh, I know. Well, since we're in England still for the moment, we haven't crossed into Wales yet. I can talk about an interesting Reddit thread I was reading. Something along the lines of, what do you wish you knew about British culture but were afraid to ask? With interesting questions. Mostly British people taking the piss, as I'd expect. Which was fun to read. I'm happy to say I knew the answers to many of the things I was reading. I did learn some stuff, which is always nice. I learned even more detail about Brexit than I had before, even though I thought I understood it pretty well. I'm not sure how unbiased the information that the person was giving was, but, you know, we won't get into the politics of Brexit and what a mistake I think it is. What else? What else was I reading about there? The proclivity of the British to drink tea. Just as much of a truth as it is a stereotype, but I think we knew that already. What else? The role of the monarchy, which I feel like I was fairly familiar with. I learned about this hilarious sounding ceremony where the Queen's representative gets turned away from the House of Commons in trying to get the MPs to listen to her give an address, somewhat akin to the State of the Union, it sounds like. Doors open. Here we are at Patchway Platform 2. Yeah, that was a good stop. That was a very nice stop. I hope. If that was where we were supposed to stop. Yep, S-car stop. Very good. So, always fun. I like British culture. I think that's not a surprise, probably. I may have a, you know, somewhat biased American rosy view of it. However, maybe it's all chavs with Asbos. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, definitely. I agree completely. The quality of the DLC is very inconsistent. One of the things I do have a pet peeve about is the fact that they resell the same rolling stock in many different packs, so you end up with, like, beyond paying for it, you end up spending the disk space on, like, 8 copies of the HST, for example. Which is pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. But I guess it doesn't seem... since there hasn't been any Train Simulator 2018 yet, it doesn't seem like there is going to be a Train Simulator 2018. I think they've been devoting all of their engineering effort to Train Sim World, so I think we're stuck without any particular optimizations. Oh, speaking of HSTs. Speaking of HSTs. Yeah. Hello, HST. I may pause here and see if we can get a bit of a shot with that HST. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like that, actually. I quite like that. Nice. All right. And off. See you in a moment, Last Millennial. Let's speed up a little bit more. We are currently estimated to be 2 minutes late to Severn Tunnel Junction Platform 3, and we have 10 miles to go. And we seem to be in green lights now, so full throttle. Heading into the tunnel. I think this is Severn Tunnel we're going into. The little messages there suggest it may be. The tunnel under the Severn River, dividing England and Wales. Built in a year that I'm currently forgetting in order to greatly reduce the distance that trains have to go. Are our headlights not on? The distance that trains have to go in order to get to Wales. Yes! Yes, I agree so much with you. I want to get my Train Sim 2017 DLC into Train Sim World. If we have to get it all over again, that's going to be such a pain. Such a pain indeed. At least give us a discount. Something like that. You know. Reward us for being loyal Train Sim pre-world, you know, customers and enthusiasts. I don't think that was Severn Tunnel. I think Severn Tunnel is still to come. We are still heading downhill, as I would expect us to do if we're going to be going under a river. We are nearing 90 miles an hour, making up some of our time, although not quite fast enough. Oop, now we're going 90. Let's not speed. We've gotten a perfect score so far. We actually have 1 point over a perfect score because of rounding. So, there we go. Oh, that's cool. Very nice, very nice. I like that color scheme. I like it. Nice sounds of rain pattering down. Oop, we're speeding. There goes 2 points. Hopefully we can make it up. Hopefully rounding errors continue to allow us to get a perfect score. But let's not put on too much braking. Caught the AWS in time. We have a double yellow, which means we have at least 2 signals in which to stop. We're still estimated to be 2 minutes late for Severn Tunnel Junction, however, which concerns me. So hopefully the signal in 0.5 miles will be a yellow, a single yellow at worst. And it is. I'm not going to put on too much braking, in fact, because we have at least 1.5 miles to stop. I think this is the station, I forget its name, that is the least used station in England, which would mean we have to still be in England. Where is the station name? Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. In a second I'm going to give up and we're just going to keep going. Nope, it doesn't appear we have any signposts here. Weird. And off. That's a single yellow. We're going to get a major AWS ding. There it is. Single yellow, so we have to stop in 1.25 miles. So let's lay off the throttle and start thinking about doing that, especially since we're going downhill. There's the Severn Tunnel. There it is. We are catching up on the timetable. Now 1.5 minutes late. We also have a 75 coming up, although we're well under that. Yep, I know AWS. AWS is nice. Even though we can't see our next signal. Actually, oh, there's another train in front of us. Ah, that is who we're chasing. What, you've had railwork since you were 6? Oh man, I am so jealous. Only once I probably finished college did I even have a computer capable of running a 3D game like Train Simulator. We're back to being almost 2 minutes late. Let's not do that. Ah, now we have a yellow. Oh, that is not the train ahead of us. That was just a double red signal. Full throttle! I got excited. I thought we were catching up to that train. I first got Train Simulator 20... I'm going to misremember this. I think 15. Although it might have been 16. I might have gotten Train Simulator 2016 when it first came out. Yeah, I think that's correct. I think I've been playing Train Simulator for just about 2 years now. I think I got 2016 when it was on major sale for the first version. And as I've said in previous videos, as I said way back in, I think it was episode 5, I didn't understand what Steam Edition meant. It came with lots of DLC and it was for Steam, you know, Steam the gaming platform. I thought it meant Steam the train type, and I prefer EMUs, DMUs, and electric and diesel locomotives to steam trains. I love steam trains, but they are not as fun for me to drive. Part of it is I'm not great at it. Part of it is I don't know. I just don't seem to enjoy them as much as electric and diesel locomotives. So I thought that was the pack that had lots of steam trains, so I chose the non-steam edition instead, which was a mistake. It was a mistake indeed. Let's not speed any more than we already have. Thank you. That was close. Excellent. Good for you. I see little red signals flashing up on my OBS window here. I don't know whether they're encoding or bandwidth, so please do speak up if the quality of the stream is degrading. We do not want that. Oh, look! We are rapidly making up time. We are now less than a minute late. That's good. Less than a minute late is what we want. And let's stop. We're just about reaching the bottom of the Severn Tunnel. You can see on the HUD there that it's starting to level out. And then we're going to be going up the hill, so we're going to have to apply more throttle to keep our speed up way at that 75 mile an hour mark. And there's the center. I suspect... Oh, damn it! Sorry, excuse me. I mean, expletive. Lost some points. We're not going to get a perfect score now, but hopefully we're still going to get way into gold. Hopefully we're going to get at least 994. Oh, we're rapidly losing speed. Let's get that throttle on. We are now within the minute that we're supposed to be there in our ETA. I'm keeping a close eye on that. Yes! I love the intercities. Yes, indeed. They are excellent trains. That was part of why I chose the Class 43 to reskin, because, you know, it's close association with the 125 and 225. Warning, high encoding CPU usage. That's fine. I don't mind. My computer can take it. I hope. Knock wood. I would be very surprised if it could not. Very surprised indeed. We are really not getting up to that 75 mile an hour, and I was afraid of this. I should have kept us right about at 75. I wasn't watching the speed quite enough in my narration. Oh wow, we're back down to just 2 people watching. Well, thank you for sticking with me, 2 people. I appreciate your dedication. One day I'll figure out how to break out with Train Simulator. But for now, I'm having fun. It is just for fun. I don't know, as long as I have fun, I'm happy. I would just be playing it on my own, so it's nice to have accompaniment of any sort. And you guys definitely give me good... email. Good feedback and good company along the way, so I very much appreciate it. Just about at 70 miles an hour as we head towards Severn Tunnel Junction Platform 3. We're going to have to stop there in just 1.25 miles, so let's start thinking about laying off the accelerator soon. And we are just 11 seconds late, which is awesome. Awesome indeed. Hopefully we will not get dinged for lateness, and I'm going to save our braking until pretty late. We do have a yellow, so we're going to get an AWS. There it is. Lay off the throttle, start slowing down, put on some brakes. 3/4 of a mile to stop. This seems like a good deceleration pace, excuse me. Stay with me again. Hello there, Andrew. Long time no see. How are you doing? And now we're back up to 4. See how that goes? Weird. Good to have you with us once again. We are driving Arriva Wales Class 175 on a very stormy day in Train Simulator. It's getting stormier, I think, in Train Simulator, even as it gets a little bit nicer outside. It seems to be getting slightly less overcast out. I'm also looking forward to lunch when I finish this stream. Food. I'm not sure why that popped into my head. Probably because I was hungry. Glad to hear you're doing well. Excellent. I consider every day that includes trains of some sort to be a good day, so hopefully I'm contributing to that good day in some small way. AWS, because we have a red at the end of the platform. Very good. Do we have a 2-car marker we can spot, or is it just an S-car stop? We may just have an S-car stop. Let's stop, though. This seems like a good place. Right in the middle of the platform. Doors are open. Here we are at Severn Tunnel Junction, Platform 3. And I'm going to search ahead to see if there was indeed an S-car stop. Wait a second, this is the wrong end of our train. That's the direction we just came from. There's the 8 and 10 car stop. VT45 car stop. Where is the 2 car stop? I suppose there is none. Severn Tunnel Junction. If that's pronounced Severn, I'm going to eat my hat. Alright, off we go. Next stop is Newport Platform 2 in just slightly under 10 miles. Let's go. Oh, let's not go full throttle, because we'd go full throttle right through that red light. That doesn't observe daylight savings time. That is really unfortunate. My apologies to you, sir. My condolences, I should say. I probably shouldn't apologize, even as Canadian as I am, considering that I don't make daylight savings time. I do not like daylight savings time. I think we should abolish it. Well, specifically, I think we should have daylight savings time all the time. Because why should it get dark at 4 o'clock in the winter? Green light, full power! Well, notch 3 until we get going a little bit. We don't want to wheel spin, especially in the rain. That looks good. Full power. We can vaguely hear our train in the distance over the rain. Full power doesn't seem to be full powering quite so much. There we go. I have so much anti-aliasing turned on, like the most anti-aliasing the game can do, and there's still such terrible aliasing. Gripe, gripe, gripe. Hello, Twitch user. Welcome to the stream. Hello, YouTube users. I believe I have already welcomed you guys for the most part. By name, I imagine. Yep, I set my clocks back this morning. I got an extra hour to do coding, so I ended up going to bed at what seemed to be 3 a.m., even though it was actually 4 a.m. by the time I did some programming. Did I watch some Top Gear last night? I think I might have watched some Top Gear last night. Read some of my book. I'm reading a very good book series right now. I highly recommend it. It's the Dragon Riders of Pern series. Highly, highly recommended by Anne McCaffrey, one of the grandmasters of science fiction. AWS says ding. Ooh, I automatically hit my cue there to cancel the AWS alert, but there was no AWS alert to cancel. Beautiful. We're inching up towards our 75 mile an hour limit. In fact, I think we'll be well within the 90 by the time we reach 75 with our Class 175 DMU that doesn't have all the power. Oh, hello, freight train. We have a Freightliner there. Very nice, very nice. Full of coal. Full of coal indeed. Anyway. Okay, that train is on the other track. Good. I got minorly concerned there for a second. We are on the fast line, so we're driving an express service, a limited stop service that is definitely on the slow lines, that Class 175, so it has to make more stops and can't go as fast. Give our driver over there a friendly honk. I think that would be best. And we are, I was getting nervous about the speed there, but we are quite alright. 660 points. We're not going to get a perfect score, much to my chagrin. Not a perfect 1,000, but if all goes well, we will be well within a gold star for this. I believe I did subscribe to your channel. Thank you for asking. I try to subscribe to as many good train-related and calculator-related and electronics-related channels as I can. I watch them with different frequencies. I have surprisingly little time to actually watch YouTube streams these days, channels and streams, which makes me sad, but I do my best. I do my best indeed. 6.75 miles till Newport Platform 2. We are nearing 90 miles an hour, and all is going well on this rainy day. All is going surprisingly well. Unlike my last stream in Germany, where the speed limits were all over the place, they were not on the HUD, and I was very rusty on obeying the little indications of speed that I should have caught. So hopefully we end up with a much, much better final result today. Let's just lay off the throttle entirely, as a matter of fact, idle, and see where we coast down to. Ooh, I'm glad you're progressing on your route, Mike. Matthew, excuse me. How long is that route, out of curiosity? Because it definitely degrades after you get past about 200 or 300 miles, from what I've read. Ah, delicious coffee. Coffee makes me happy. Is the stream keeping up there? I'm a little worried. I keep seeing little bits of judder along the way from my left-hand monitor, and I'm a little bit concerned. Oh, I finally have my, where is this thing? DisplayPort hub. It's off on my desk somewhere. I have a big desk and it's covered in stuff. A little DisplayPort hub to allow my top 2 monitors to work again with my current graphics card. So I may also do one of the videos where I show you full screening Train Simulator 2017 across all 5 of my monitors and just how fun that is. I won't be able to stream that well, probably. I can try. It probably won't work too well because that will be an actual, video instead of a screen share. But I may try. I may try to use my phone as a streaming device for OBS and see how that goes. That would be a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to having that on my channel for a while. We are losing speed a little bit here. What's that about? 3 3/4 miles till Newport Platform 2, and hopefully we don't run into... Ah, damn it. 2 points. I thought I caught it in time, but I did not, alas. AWS says ding. That means we should watch our signals. Or was that just a speed limit warning? That was the 75-mile-an-hour speed limit warning. We don't have to worry about that yet. Do not have to worry. Very good. +400 miles. You may find Train Simulator struggles with that. If there's a way you can just quickly lay out some rough track without filling in any scenery and see how it does, I think that would be interesting. I'd be curious to see just how well it does run. We are estimated to be somewhat late to Newport, and that concerns me. I accelerated just about as enthusiastically out of Severn Tunnel Junction as I could, so I hope that gets fixed. We're currently estimated to be 50 seconds late, and dropping slightly, I should add. Got another Freightliner over there to our left. Very good, very good. And just about at the 75, so I'm going to idle. We have a 40 coming up. I'm sure we're going to get AWS'd about that. Keep that speed up, shall we? Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's estimated time for arrival is rapidly dropping. That makes me happy. We didn't get an AWS warning. Well, we still have to get down for the 40, however, so let's start thinking about that. There's the AWS warning. There we go. Very colorful coaches over there. Very nice, very nice. Might have to take a screenshot here, as a matter of fact. Let's see if we can find the front of this train as we reduce our speed. A little bit more braking. That's too much FOV, I think. Let's do a little bit less. There we go. Let's try something like that, shall we? Nice. That'll do it. That'll do. Very good. And continue. How's our speed coming? Very good. I think we'll be down for that 40 safely. Not by much, but we'll do it. Yeah, we'll be fine. We will be more than fine there. Very good. Idle again. That's a little bit of throttle. Because we want to be there on time. Now we're estimated to be 20 seconds late. I like keeping the schedule as much as possible. There's a 40. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Let's keep an eye on our signals. Hopefully that was an AWS for the speed limit, not for... Yep, we still have a green. Very good. Yeah, I think a barren desert will translate well to Train Simulator frame rate and having it underground in those two cities seems good. Train Simulator does many clever things. If you look at how New York is actually laid out in the New York to New Haven and Northeast Corridor routes, basically they have a few tall buildings that you can see from where the train is above ground in Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. Other than that, it's basically... Oh, we have a 30 coming up. Let's get down for the 30. Quite enthusiastically. Otherwise, New York, Manhattan actually is basically like a desert, which is pretty hilarious. I mean, it's literally looks sandy looking, like a desert. Yeah. So, creative license from Train Simulator, but it does the trick for reducing lag. And let's get ready to stop at Newport Platform 2. Now that we are more than on time, we are early. Let's hope we can continue to be early and see if we can find ourselves a 2-car marker somewhere along here, or at least the next car stop. I think that's a Platform 2 marker. Ooh, let's not accelerate though. Platform 2, there's a 346. Let's stop at the 346. Or try to do so. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. That is professionalism. Very good. Doors are open. Ladies and gentlemen, please disembark here if your final destination is Newport. This is Newport. 3, 4, and 6. Did I miss the 2? Or was there no 2? There don't seem to be a lot of 2-car stop signs. Yeah, it would have been closer. Ma'am, you're going to fall on the tracks. Please don't stand so close to the edge. You are barely staying on the platform. I do not like this. You are being dangerous. We don't want any accidents today. People falling on the tracks. Oh, hello, train. Interior right train. At low polygon count, because we are not in passenger view. We have a number of ladies and gentlemen riding our train today. Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. Passenger boarding is complete. Proceed when ready. We have the green. We are cleared to Tunnel D, I think that means. So let's go. We had quite a bit of platform in front of us. And luckily we didn't run into that bug we ran into at Newport many videos ago, where it just would not let me go past here. It didn't recognize that I had stopped here, or didn't recognize that I had completed the objective, and just would not give me a green out of Newport. I had to, damn it, speeding, restart the scenario. This is what happens when we look at our train. We speed. Tunnel D. Very good. Lost a few more points there, unfortunately, but we should end up with a 976, I think, if everything goes well from here. Let's get that speed up. Pizza! Pizza boy, how's it going? Yeah, so the problem is I've been using Restreamio chat. Unfortunately, Restreamio chat is broken right now. It doesn't seem to work in OBS as of about a week ago. I tweeted at them. Hopefully they will respond and either suggest some ways I can fix it or suggest some fixes on their end. I spent like an hour trying to fix it here, and there doesn't seem to be anything to fix. It seems to have just degraded on its own. So hopefully that will be fixed, because I like to see the Twitch and YouTube chats both together. So thank you for going through the trouble of switching over from Twitch to YouTube to say hello, Pizza. I hope everything's going well with you. I hope we'll see you back on the Chematech Minecraft server in the near future. It goes pretty well, The startup is keeping me very busy and sleep deprived as startups go, but I'm enjoying it. I'm not complaining per se, just relating. I have fun with it. It certainly keeps my mind occupied, keeps me from dwelling on anything else. So there we go. Yep, I have the OBS preview, which shows the YouTube chat, unfortunately, but not the Twitch chat. How have you been, sir? How have you been? Any trains in your life these days? Or is it, hello, mostly airplanes? We have quite the rake of freight cars being pulled by that Freightliner over to our left. Very nice. As we head toward our final destination today, which is Cardiff Central, Platform 7, just 10 miles to go. And we're crossing into a 95 mile per hour zone, so we should be able to get on quite a bit of speed. See if I can get trackside. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Now we're speeding along nicely. Excellent. I always enjoy some routes where we can get up a good speed. That's one of my biggest gripes about the North London line. The most you can go there is like 40 miles an hour, and it is quite frustrating. Excellent. Glad to hear you'll be hopping by soon. Oh, that reminds me. I have a Minecraft video to post in the near future where... Oh, that looked... Hello, HST. TI Freak 8X, Comic Idiot, and the Little Moonbeam and I all did a special event in Minecraft, a scavenger hunty sort of thing in a mansion world that TI Freak 8X put together for Halloween. It was a lot of fun. Actually, Pizza Boy, if you have about 2 to 3 hours that you can spare one weekend, we want to get Elemental on to go through this event that TI Freak 8X put together because it's a lot of fun. It has some really hard puzzles. I think it would be a lot of fun to have you join us. So let us know what your availability might be like for either a Saturday or a Sunday to put that together. Not next weekend probably, but possibly the weekend after that. What would that be? November 18th or 19th? Let us know. And that goes for the rest of you too, by the way. We had some teams do the Halloween event. In fact, even Michael was part of one of those teams. Michael 2B3, who was here at one point. I highly encourage you to stop by. We try to create lots of fun events every once in a while. We're overdue for another scavenger hunt set throughout our world. I think that'll probably be my responsibility to put together when I have some free time. Haha, free time. Anyway, we shall see. I haven't actually driven the Voyager yet. I would like to. It looks like a fun train, and I like how it looks too. I feel like Virgin trains generally... Why is there a warning, Sean? Virgin Trains generally comes up with some pretty good liveries, and we're about to get to 95, so let's keep track of that. Restreamio is showing me a warning. I wonder if that's about frame dropping, because it does seem my encoder is struggling ever so slightly. Now we're at 95. Let's throttle down. I may have to adjust my encoding settings ever so slightly. Yeah, well, technically, we did the moderator and administrator run through it 2 weekends ago, and then we had our player base do the event last weekend. We had 2 teams that went through, and they both did actually very well with it, much better and much more quickly than we expected. Some of them missed some of the extra secret areas with the really good loot. Some of them did fine. Some of them, I think the second team found just about everything, as a matter of fact. Yep, I hear you, AWS. I know there's a 75 coming up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Rolling towards Cardiff, just 5 miles to go. Hello, Arriva Wales train. Well down for the 75. Very good. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Actually, it seems like the problem here is my ISP is being garbage. I'm noticing that I have a solid red indication from OBS about its ability to transmit at a reasonable speed. I'm encoding at 5,000 kilobits per second. And it looks like my ISP is just not keeping up with that, so I apologize. I apologize indeed for that. There's not a whole lot I can do other than getting a different ISP, which I really can't, unfortunately. Also, we're going to be like 2 minutes early to Cardiff. Awesome. Very good. Yeah, I think, as I said, I think it's mostly my ISP at this point because I'm watching the network indicator as well as the encoding settings. My CPUs are pretty... Oop, we're about to start speeding. Are pretty pegged, but it looks like the problem is bandwidth at this point. We'll see when we look at the video. When I take a look at the recording I have of the stream, we'll see if it appears to mostly be a problem with what's going out to you guys, or if the video itself stutters as well. We shall see. On my end, the game is at least not stuttering, which is nice. Nice for me, but I want it to be a good experience for you guys too, of course. Yeah, so theoretically I should have access to Fios, but I don't, because Verizon has failed to uphold their agreement with my city. My only option therefore is Spectrum, unless I get like Verizon ISDN, which is not really an option. So I basically have to just put up with their terrible price and terrible service. That is basically all I can do, and I curse them every day for it, because their service is utter garbage. Utter garbage. Oh well. My friend Elf Prince 13, who was living in quite a rural area, had far better internet than me. He had Fios in a house in the woods, basically. I am overstating it a little bit, but really not much. That makes me sad. 4 points off, boo. But this has been going quite well for us for the most part. Quite well indeed. I shouldn't count my chickens, but we have less than 2 miles to go. And unless I do terribly on the approach into Cardiff Central, we will be okay. I spatted once with like a mile left to go into Cardiff Central. Signal passed at danger, so I'll do my best to avoid that today. There's a yellow. That little trackside indicator was a yellow, but now we're going into a green. Or was that a diverging indicator? I think that was the equivalent of a yellow, if they match what US signals are like. I don't remember exactly. It's somewhere between like $50 to $80 a month. I honestly don't remember where in that range it falls. They just take my money every month and I complain about it and they don't give me any service, and that's our agreement. But it's not great. In theory, I get like 50 megabits per second. In practice, I get like 3 megabits per second. I'm glad they're reliable and fast in your area. I'm glad to hear that, even though I am jealous. Looks like we have some yellow signals coming up possibly, and a 15-mile-an-hour zone, and then Cardiff Central. Very good. Let's drive from out here for a bit. There's our yellows. I'm going to keep my eye closely on the AWS indicator, because that's going to go off. No, I'm going to get into the cab for that. There's the AWS. There it is. Very good. That's going to be warning us about the 15-mile-an-hour zone. Double yellow? Double yellow. So we are... Oh, we're cleared through into the platform. Hooray. Very good. So let's actually keep our speed up, because we want to be there on time. We're now going to be like 2.5 minutes early, if all goes according to plan. If all goes to plan indeed. What time is it? 3:21. Excellent. I'm keeping my schedule today. I have a lot that I'm trying to do today, both in terms of fun things and in terms of not so fun things, like dealing with cheating and composing a midterm exam and writing code for my startup and answering emails and all the other things one does in one's life when one is a busy KermMartian. 18, 17, 16, and 15 miles an hour. Beautiful. We're going up a slight slope here, which should be cutting our speed. There we go. I think somebody just Snapchatted me. They did. Oh, if you do the Twitters and the Instagrams and all that, feel free to add me. My username on pretty much everything is KermMartian. KermMartian. A Kerm who is from Mars. Always happy to have more people I'm connected to electronically for the most part. Usually, therefore. I suppose usually is the correct adverb, but there, not adverb. The other thing. Preposition. Preposition. About to start speeding. Let's not do that. Cardiff Central Platform 7. We have made it here in the rain. We didn't wheel slip once, which I'm happy about, even though we were putting on full power quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. Here is our platform. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding this Arriva Wales train service today, filling in for GWR. We appreciate your patronage and pride ourselves on getting you places on time and or early. Please remember to take all of your belongings with you today as you depart the train, and we look forward to serving you again soon. This car stop is right there. We have so much time that we might as well stop properly. We're more than 3 minutes early. Beautiful. That's a little bit early because I can still see part of the S-car side, but there we go. Alrighty, ladies and gents, this has been a fun service, I have to say. I have had a lot of fun with this. It's been a little while since I've been on the South Wales coastal line, especially with you guys, but I have enjoyed it a great deal. I hope you have as well. Thank you all for joining me, as always. My startup is called GeoPipe, and I will talk more about it next time. We create virtual 3D models of the real world automatically, so you can see where that would be connected to something like Train Simulator, potentially. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, I hope you all have an excellent and productive afternoon or fun or whatever it is that you're doing. I hope you'll do all those things that YouTubers always request that you do. The likes, the comments, the subscribes, all that good stuff. Slam that bell on YouTube as it is. Hopefully Restreamio will be fixed next time, so if you've added me on Twitch, you'll be able to actually see the chat and interact. Yeah, that's the hope. So we shall see. Score of 972. I'm very happy about that. Great work. All tasks completed successfully. Let's see how you did. Well, 972. So this has been a great deal of fun. I look forward to any questions, comments, suggestions you may have, including as far as, once again, I will ask, as always, your preferences on whether I notify you guys on things like Twitter before I start a stream, and or when times and days would be particularly good for you. I'm still trying to figure out whether I want some kind of regular schedule, although I've had some good advice that I should just kind of mix it up so that if people have regular conflicts, they won't miss all my streams. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty much, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Be well.